delighted to be working with Infobip, and like Pakistan is a huge country with a huge population with only about 50% smartphone penetration. So we need partners who have global experience, who have been working with telecom operators around the world. We learn a lot working with the high quality teams and basically replicate the success stories that they have seen in other parts of the world. I'm very happy with the partnership so far and looking forward to strengthening this partnership.
For us, of course, we've been strategically partnering with the telcos from when Infobip was founded. Of course, our primary, let's say, how we want to enable the telcos to make a better ecosystem is, of course, through the telco services, but also how the best to use all the other types of services, always in this customer-centric approach, how to make the consumer really to use in the best possible way this type of technology.
Most of the mobile telcos also struggle for creative ways to grow their relevance, grow their engagement with the customers, but also, more importantly, grow their revenue. So all of these three things converge with the partnership that we already have and the one that we look forward to building. Currently, there's a huge digital divide, and one of the things that Jazz is aggressively working on is reducing that digital divide. Our ambition is that there should be a smartphone in every hand and a broadband connection in every home. But even today, there is only about 50% penetration of smartphones in Pakistan. The digital revolution still has to happen, and there will be more and more Pakistani youth and general population which will actually be downloading applications. They will be using e-commerce, they will be using mobile commerce, they will be using emails and a whole bunch of social media platforms. And for that, we, again, like I said, we need a partner who has actually integrated all of these things through a communication platform. So, Silvio, obviously you're a lot more familiar, but the products that you have been able to work and develop over these last 15 years, I think we're going to be testing them in Pakistan, and the volume is just going to grow. We just need to make sure that we have solutions which can think ahead of time.
That's right. And also, this technology and user behaviors are changing very quickly today, especially in these B2B, B2C digital types of interactions. I think this partnership is very important because we can bring, all these learnings from other parts and innovate together with you and your customers on what is the future looking like, what are the best use cases for the market, how the better to make the end users engage with the bank, with the insurance company, with the government quicker, through these all technologies that are available today.
Absolutely.
For example, Infobip is working with more than 900 banks today in the world. And for the banks, we started to work in 2010, so about 13 years ago. And we started with the simple use cases like transactions alerts, marketing use cases, anti-fraud use cases. And so we can work on this part here. So how better, quicker, and more cost efficiently for them to communicate with their end users and build this whole ecosystem together with Jazz here. But also how is this evolving with the conversational UI through DOTTs or maybe video communication with your private banker. So things like this that are changing with the time. The technology is evolving here, and also consumer preferences. So our idea is to implement this type of use cases and together to work on the market and adapt our technology together with Jazz in this one technology on what are the preferences of Pakistani market. Yeah.
We're actually pivoting from being a telecom operator to being a digital operator. The telco relationship with the customer was when somebody wanted to use a phone to make a call. And that is only 30 minutes of engagement every day. But there are 1440 minutes. So we are going into video, we are going into messaging ourselves, we are going into music. We actually are in music and video. We have about more than 5 million monthly active users on our Smash application. So all of these are also services where we ourselves would be a client of the services that you provide. So we're not even pushing the services that you have to our enterprise customers, but some of our own small and in future bigger companies and businesses will be enterprises to these products that we've been talking about.
So today, about 25% of the enterprises, global enterprises, the large enterprises are using CPaaS as a default technology, how they interact with their end users. And Gartner, for example, predicts that in 2026, 90% of the enterprises will use this type of technology. So like the usage of technology is growing, the number of enterprises that are implementing these technologies is growing, and the variety of use cases, variety of technologies is growing. So the market is growing, but the opportunity is growing also.
So I go back to the huge opportunity, and we have about 70% of our population which is aged less than 30. So these are digital natives. They were born in the internet world, in the digital world. Unfortunately, many of them still do not have a smartphone. So from a Jazz perspective, my biggest goal is to make sure that I equip them with a smartphone, because that smartphone, or I call this the remote control to everybody's life. They're going to get educated over here through EdTech. They're going to do banking through fintech. They're going to do everything, commerce through mobile commerce. So our job as a digital operator is to make sure that we make sure that everybody uses the benefits of smartphone and internet. And then the authentication aspects, the communication platform as a service basically helps engage with these customers more seamlessly, actually almost invisibly, to make sure that the core benefits are provided. And then we work with Infobip to actually guide us on how that communication platform can be used effectively.
We are looking into this, how to help enterprises, businesses to digitally interact with their end users, being for marketing, sales, customer service, post sales, like any point in the customer journey. And we are looking to this from an omni-channel perspective. And omni-channel today it's very complex. First, a good technology that we will provide with this partnership between Jazz and Infobip should solve this complexity, give very easy and affordable to all the enterprises, from small enterprises to large enterprises, the use of this technology, and make it available to anyone. So this is our how to unlock this super good technology that they can benefit and grow with, let's say, very smart investment in this type of operations.